I swear.
I think we should set up this for another strike.
I've been saying this since.
We should set up for another.
Yeah, I can't be part of it.
You are hereby issued a strike.
She's going to watch all of you leave this house one by one by the grace of God. Stupid idiots. Grown-ass men sitting down to talk about a 22-year-old girl.
Wow. Woo. Oh, God. Jeez. You know what? First and foremost, I would like to give a round of applause, to Doyin. Girl, you did a good job. Yes, this is not because Doyin is standing up for Ilebaye or, as she does usually. No, this is just a woman standing up for a woman. And that is exactly a rant, with Venita. Jeez. Okay, guys, you know what? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm sorry, guys. I know I've not uploaded videos in about 2 weeks now, and a lot has happened. Yes, that's because I have a lot going on, with me at the moment, which I don't think I want to share right now until everything is resolved. So please, in your prayer, just remember me. I beg of you. Yes, please. And so today I actually watched the clip, and hey. This is just the game going to another level, and I am so glad that Biggie called, for this meeting today, that he didn't even wait up until Sunday, because the whole thing might have died down. I'm very certain that Biggie had seen how bad Ilebaye felt about everything, and he had decided to call, a council meeting, as I recall it anyway. So in this video, I'll be giving you, all the details of what happened last night after their wager task presentation. Yes, and just stick, to the end of this video. Don't skip any part of it so you don't miss out on all the juicy details. So I would like to officially welcome you back to my channel. My name is Toluwani, and this is Moment with Esther Toluwani. Thank you so much for choosing to tune in. If you are a first time as a viewer, yes, and do not forget to subscribe before you leave, please, I beg of you. And also, do give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching, or you can do that right now just to encourage me, please, I beg. Thank you so much. So let's go into the details of today's video. So a lot happened after the wager task. So let's talk about the wager task first and foremost. The housemates won their wager for this week. Wow, woo! So congratulations to Mercy, aka the HOH, for this week. She really did a good job, making or ensuring that they all put in their best to win this week's wager presentation. Because hey, if they had lost, that is going to be hunger strike 101. Like if I 000, because the food in the house is already exhausted. So they won their wager tax presentation. Even though some persons felt Biggie just pitied them, but I don't think so. They really put in the work. Biggie doesn't just look at your presentation for the day. He looks at how you guys, the efforts you've put into preparing for your wager task, during the week. And they've really done well. They presented very, very well, and it was really amazing. So I give kudos to Mercy, the HOH, and of course, his BFFs for putting in the good work. So let's go into what happened after the wager presentation. So Biggie had called everyone to the lounge and asked them to sit down and watch a clip. These people are returnees now, so they know what it means. The Biggie says sit down and watch this clip. That means there's going to be a big wahala in the house. So Biggie played the clip, and there was this clip, of what happened as in 2 nights ago, where the big Agbayas, like I will call them in Yoruba, that is the big for nothing men in the house. I'm talking about the likes of Pere, Ike, Sheyi, who is a married man, as well as even Cross was in the picture. They were all, and Kidwaya, I must not forget that they were all plotting, against Ilebaye on how to get her to be disqualified, in the game. And I just took a chill pill, and I had to reflect and ask again, how old is Ilebaye? She's 22. How old is Pere? I'm sure Pere should be like close to 40. And Pere is actually the one sharing this whole thing, to get Ilebaye disqualified by getting her a third strike. Now, this is it. I was heartbroken when I saw that. Okay, so Ike agreed to it. Ike has always been the propaganda of getting Ilebaye to get the third strike so she can be disqualified from the game. So my question is, why are they doing that? That means there is something about her that, that scares them, that makes them feel, hey, the way this girl is going, she might just end up winning the show. Because, of course, they've all watched the show, they've all seen how it plays out. But did I tell you that even what they are doing again is still going to push her to get those votes from people that hate bullies? Because what they are doing to her is a confirmed act of bullying, which is wrong. It can get someone, emotionally drained. It can even get someone mad. So why would they do such a thing? And to think these guys have gone out of the house, they've been to places, they claim to be exposed, and they came here to start behaving like what? All for how much? The money that you can even make in a day if you get a better deal, and you're here embarrassing yourself. Okay, so I don't want to rant too much. So after Biggie had played that, Ike now took it upon himself to say, you know what, I'm going to make sure I get this girl provoked. As in, yes. And the next thing, Ike started picking Ilebaye's clothes from a closet and went to trash it by the bathroom area. Oh my God, that is the height of, of wickedness. And whilst he was doing this, the likes of Venita, as a lady, was there. Sheyi was there. Sheyi was like, I don't want to be a part of this. Of course, it worked out, but you saw the whole incident. So I think apparently that night, Angel had seen those clothes there and had to go and call Ilebaye to see it that morning. That night rather, and she saw it and she was just there. She was speechless. See, I'm glad that girl had the control or a hold of herself. So the next one, people were even asking, who did that? Nobody could say anything. Nobody even opened up to say, okay, this was what happened. Do you get? And that was it. That was really, really, really bad. So Biggie now played the video and said, okay, you know what? That Ike is, found guilty for provocation, for, destroying Ilebaye's personal properties, and that is hereby given a strike. See, when I had a strike, my head was like, bang, bang, bang. What is this? Biggie, this guy does not just deserve a strike. He deserves double strike, because if he gets a double strike, he's going to be on the same level with Ilebaye, and we will now see who is going to be more calm between the both of them. So I just feel like that one strike is not okay, because Ike did a lot. Yes, he did a lot, and it's more like bringing his his threat to come, as in making his threat come to pass, because he has once said to Biggie that he said that he was going to make sure that Ilebaye gets disqualified, and he's actually working towards it. So I feel like double strikes is what should work for him. And I love what Biggie said at the end of the day. Biggie said something to them that they should not feel that is when you get the first strike, the second strike, the third strike, that you get disqualified. That you can get disqualified, on the spot if you do something very severe. So I like the fact that Biggie had already warned, the likes of Ike and Pere ahead of time, that thinks they can do anything whatsoever in that house and go scot-free with it. It is really, really wrong. Okay, so away from Ike's strike for last night, there was also Soma. In fact, Soma's own was more hilarious, because the reason for him catching that strike was very, very stupid, because of love. I don't know what actually transpired. I didn't really watch that part, but apparently Angel was talking to Fraud, and I think Soma felt jealous about it. I wanted to have a conversation with Angel, but Angel, refused, and Soma was blocking her from moving, and it was really intense. Anyways, it took a longer time, and Angel was not finding it funny. Do you get? So I feel like this household don't learn. They don't learn. They do not learn. They would have watched the shows over and over again, but they just think that Biggie will just be lenient with some things that they do in the house. So I'll cast a mind back to during the lockdown season, when we had Neo and V. They were having an altercation, and Neo was trying to protect V from going out to have any issues further. And that led to Neo getting, I think, a strike. I can't really, maybe a warning. I can't really remember. You get, so seeing Soma doing this, I was like, what is this? And Soma acted funny, if you ask me. He's that kind of guy that would want to rant and scream if the cameras were not there. Because the way he was doing that thing, it was, to me, it was even irritating. Like, what is this to? What are they doing? Like, I don't understand. So, yes, and I felt like Soma wouldn't have gotten a strike if he hadn't insulted Biggie. We know it's against the rule to give your middle finger, to the camera. That means you're talking to Biggie, you're asking Biggie to F away. So that was what Soma did. And, Biggie mentioned it, that's the reason why she's catching a strike. Yes, and for the fact that it was also obstructing harassing, sorry, let me use the right word, for harassing a fellow housemate. All right, so Soma also got a strike. So 2 strikes for 2 guys in the house. Okay, and let's move away from the strike. After the old shenanigan that happened that night, Neo was so loving. Jeez, that guy is at me. For last night, he won my heart. And I feel like this might cause, or might strike something new between Neo and Ilebaye, if you ask me, which I think I would even like to see. Neo had to wash her clothes, make sure she's fine, took her to bed, and all whatnot. See, it was really fun to see. And I also like the fact that, Sissy was able to speak to Ilebaye, and he told her that, see, there must be something they have seen in you for them to be behaving this way. So just stand up for yourself and don't even feel bad about anything that's happening at the moment. Be strong. And that was so sweet to hear from Sissy, from someone that's also contending to win the grand prize. Also, there was Alex talking to Sheyi about Perez's attitude, that it's so disgusting. And I think it's really true. Seeing Perez act like an animal was because of money. That old hag behaving like, I don't even understand. I had to think that Ilebaye sees him as a father figure. I'm sure the girl is so disappointed tonight, on a more serious note, and I really feel for her. So like I said, Neo was making sure that, Ilebaye was fine, just always around her, helped her in washing her clothes that they trashed at the bathroom side. They did the laundry together. He was with her in bed. You need to sit on the badge's face. Hey, auntie, he go over you. Okay, guys, so let's see what people are saying on the street, like viewers' thoughts about this whole, incident that happened last night. All right, so let's roll together. For this person, it says, for those defending Venita saying she was drunk, this is what she had to say. I saw it and I laughed. Them no pay me to defend or protect her. That's so weird. On a more serious note, it's really absurd to hear from a fellow lady. So Ilebaye must win the show, if not for anything, but to rub it on their faces. I think I agree to this, yes. So they can feel, bad, like, hey, they played a dirty game, but at the end of the day, she won, the grand prize. I wish her all the best. Okay, this person says, why did Mercy hug Ilebaye? It's the hypocrisy for me. Excuse me. Well, I'll say no. She's a HOH, so she has to just play the role of an HOH, to show love and compassion, during a time like this. It's a normal thing for a leader to do. So I think it was a hypocrisy for that time anyways. Okay, so not like plotting for Ilebaye to get a strike, only to end up getting the strike himself. I'm sure the person was talking about Ike. So Ike plotted the let's give her a third strike. And it was when I ended up catching the strike, even though I wanted Biggie to give him double strikes and not one. The person say, Thatcher rather says, you people shouting about motherhood should rest this instant. Venita has said the most horrible things about Doyin and others since they won. She didn't even insult her kids. So normally a mother of 2 should not even exhibit such on national TV. This is weird, and I think I agree with that, Thatcher, this time around. Okay, so Toyin speaking to those people on behalf of Ilebaye is not even about Baye being a friend. It's about being human first, having empathy and calling out injustice no matter who's involved, standing for what is right, even if you have to stand alone. Yes, I think I agree with this. I said it in my voice over. I said it's not about you being Ilebaye's friend. It's about, standing for what is right. And I give her kudos for that. Okay, so this person says there is nothing else Venita can talk about except Doyin's physical appearance. There is nothing great about beauty without character, Venita. Hey, this person has finished Venita. Beauty without character. Oh my goodness. And the mother for that matter. No, 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 no. Even Biggie said it now that you're there when they were conspiring and the ones that conspired, you all are all the same. And I agree. You should have given them a warning also and not just leave them to go like that. So, announcement. My sympathy goes to Ilebaye, but my vote goes to Sissy and Mercy. Well, sister, this tweet does not hold waters. You know why? Because if your vote goes to Mercy and Sissy, that means Ilebaye might even end up winning because you are sharing your vote. So this is not a wise move at all. If you have stood by one person now, would have said, okay, you're making sense. So it's a no-no for me. Okay, this person says, not Doyin saying Ike needs to go back to jail. I am afraid she's right. Oh my goodness. You know why I like Twitter? They can tweet anything that will just make your life miserable. Like, Ike needs to go back to jail. Oh my goodness, this one is really cracking me up. Okay, so Ike is unapologetic. He's not even taking this like seriously. Look at what he had to tweet. Maybe it's Andla. I said, not you waiting for me to drop 280 words, well detailed and punctuated apology letter. All starts for a reason. Drop your emotions at the door and enjoy. The show goes on. You can imagine what Ike's Andla is putting on national TV on the internet. I want him to even go home this week. Thank God he's a very weak person anyways. Always been at the bottom too. Let's go on, I beg. Dada Oleja, ṣùgbọ́n ó ní àbúrò tó gbójúlé, don't you finish them all. This person is saying Yoruba that Ilebaye is not or cannot stand up for herself, but has someone that can do that for her, which is Doyin, and that is so sweet, I just pray to have a friend like Doyin in my corner. She will finish you for me. Alright, so this person says, Doyin mentioned Venita's daughter. I just watched a clip of it, and Anita didn't slap her and get a strike. You all are dragging Venita. Slap who and get a strike? She knows she cannot. I don't even think Doyin insulted her children. She only said that she could not stand up for a fellow girl, and she has daughters like that too. That nobody will stand up for the daughters. Well, I think that was bad to say, but that wasn't really an insult. It's just for her to know what it feels like. You guys should all move, I beg. Doyin is right. Venita is a disgusting woman. She watched and did or said absolutely nothing. And to think she's a mother raising 2 young girls. Would her daughter be proud of her behavior last night? Well, I don't think they were proud of it anyways. So that's her business. Venita, you and your jagged VJJ can shout all night if you like. You are still a disgrace to all mothers alive. I blame that small boy for pitching your utensils. I don't know what I'm talking about anyways, but I think it's adequately they are referring to. Venita, you don't suffer for the street of YouTube. Okay, this person says, we love you, Doyin. Hey, we all love you, Doyin. Yes. Omonio doesn't want to leave Baye's side at all. Tolani's face. I said it earlier. You know, Tolani's face when Nia was taking Ilebaye all about, doing the laundry, going with her to the room, just make sure that she's fine. And I pray that something strikes up between them. For this night's Saturday party, there must be something to talk about again. And this is Tolani bashing. Your eyes will know. Let's go. So, Alex Pere is somebody that Ilebaye sees as a godfather in this house. Even after Biggie showed the whole clip, he still said we are allowed to conspire. How can someone be that heartless? Alex is very disappointed in the Pere. She's crying. And that's the truth. Pere still has his big mouth. That guy is just an old fool. I'm so sorry to call him a fool, but he's actually exhibiting that at the moment. This is wrong. What is that? Gosh. Okay, so this person is saying, Neo washed Ilebaye's clothes and is now making her laugh. What a man. I know Neo is always a sweet man, just that Neo likes attention, Neo likes PDF, Neo likes people to be rushing him. But I think this time around, Ilebaye might just end up winning, Neo's acts, knowing that the whole world is against her, and she might just want to take advantage of that. And I think it might work anyways, if you ask me. All right, so CC to Ilebaye. If you don't have anything great in you, people won't fight you. They have found something great in you. That's why. Keep your cool and don't be down. Don't let them get to you. Don't bottle things up too. You will be upset. You are doing great in handling it. And I think that's a very sweet word to come from CC to anybody in the house. We all know CC to that. She's a pepe. Atarodo. Giving them hot, hot, hot. Okay, so this person says, you lay curses on Venita's children because you think God answers your prayer and not ours. Or is it that you are God's favorite child, the innocent kids, yep, over what Venita did not do? She didn't curse them now. I don't know. But I feel that's what happens when someone is hurt. She just feels like for a woman not to stand up for a fellow woman, and you have children and nobody might want to stand up for them. So I don't think that's really a curse. You guys should all rest, I beg. An attack on a mother's parenting is the worst form of provocation, especially when she knows she's doing a great job. Doyin, you will crumble. It's a lie. Doyin will never crumble. And later that is causing people's parents saying that they don't have parents, they did not treat them very well. What about that? You guys should all rest. All this hypocrite, I beg, make we move. So this person says, Soma, I think Soma apologizing to Angel, that's supposed to trying to say. So Soma, I give a half about you. I fucking love you. That's why I get stupid sometimes, and I don't know, just Soma apologizing to Angel anyways. And Angel just said okay. And he said, and I asked him, have you had something to eat? Can I make you dinner? Oh, this guy is a fool in love. So let's read from Toyin Lawani what she has to say. So Toyin Lawani says, I do not care about what transpired. People need to learn to stop dragging people's children in arguments. Like, have some respect for people's kids. Well, she has a point. Yeah, but I feel like you don't determine the weapon that people bring to a battlefront. If you started a war first, expect anything to come after. So anything can come. It might be a bass, it might be a boss, it might be a bass. So hey, whatever Venita got tonight is well deserving. If you ask me, she deserves everything she got tonight. Alright, so my question for this particular video is, do you think that one strike that Biggie gave Ike was fair enough? I need to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Please drop me a comment. Do you also think that Soma's strike was really necessary? Well, I need to hear from you also. And let's talk about Neo and Ilebaye for once. Do you think there might be something that will just happen between these two? Which I think I would love to see anyways, and I would love to see Ilebaye's Tanani's batch reaction at the end of the day, just for her to know that hey, it pays to be calm. Not the one she's pushing people up and down on the stage. They are dancing with Neo this time around. If I were Ilebaye, I would just give her the way she deserves it. Alright guys, so that's all I have for you on this particular episode of Moment with Esther Toluwani. I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel if you're yet to subscribe, and please give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Thank you so much. Until I see you on the next video, I promise to bring you more videos this week.